Thank you, Andrew. Like Terry, I now doing my own product, starting my own business and making my product with waste produced locally. And that's me. Like Terry, I end up in a design school because I was doing too bad in the conventional school. And the only thing I was doing okay in school is just I was doing okay drawing. So after I graduated in secondary school, I went to PolyU to study product design. And a few years then, I got my degree, and I have no idea after I got a degree, I still have to pick up trash on the street to make a living. And anyway, in the school, other than keep doing okay drawing, I started to learn to make tangible stuff and got interested with doing physical products. And here's some project I've done in the product design school. And there's a cute little chopstick holder to attract children to sit tight and have their meal concentrated. And the next one is a pencil bag. It lines up all your stationery tightly. You take what you need, and there's a metal spring in the middle. You press it, it will roll on its own. And this luggage made totally out of biodegradable material, mainly corrugated cardboard. Because our home is so small, our luggage is so big. We use it for a week, but we keep it in our home for a few years. And this one, when you discard it, it won't do any damage to the environment. And this MP3 player for children, it's shaped like a seashell. So it has 5 different colors of seashell representing 5 different CDs. When the children want to play it, put the seashell on top, music started. When they want to change it, change the seashell. It's intended to bring back the tangible experience that, like a cassette tape, when I was small, to have a tangible music library. So during the school, they taught us design was about problem solving, making something better by providing a better solution to improve people's life. And after I graduate, I went to an electronic company to make electronic stuff because I kind of love doing electronic products. And we do all kinds of electronic stuff like flashlight, we have power charger, we have hard disk, we have speakers. And I remember after a few months working inside, a lot of overnight, my first project got into the market. And after that day, I knew I get off work and I go to some sort of pole to try to find my products. And that's what I see. It's a tiny little speakers. And that's image you see in some shape pole. It's a whole world of different kind of products, different shapes, different size, different configuration. And I found my little speaker sitting on the top of a shelf with labels that are all new and big sales. And I was struck by this image that after a few months of working and the craziness of trying to create a new products, but the market already filled with all kinds of different shape of product. We don't need all this stuff already. The market needs product designer to make kind of new products, but it's to encourage people to buy more stuff. A lot of things that happen behind the scene, we won't tell our customer. We just want more stuff being brought from a shop to people's house. For example, you're buying as SD from drive, for example. The plastic basically is extracted from oil, or is got from somewhere else. Producing the raw material to the factory get made as cheap as possible. People buy it with very low price from a shop, and after a few years, it broken, the warranty goes out, you throw away. The whole thing makes a lot of sense, and we have been doing it for a dozen of years. And when a company wants to grow, what they do is they make more products. So they need more raw material. The factory needs to make more products, and more product brought to the shop, more people buy it, and eventually, more waste have been produced. And a few years back, the news started to come out that we have a limited space in Hong Kong. Even our waste have nowhere to throw away. Our landfill is filling up. So we're coming up with a few solutions from the government. One is to make more space so we can throw more stuff in it. And the more innovative one is to build an incinerator and burn it. But after you burn it, you still have a tiny bit you have to throw away. So basically, that's what we are doing. It doesn't sound right to me at all. So I start to question. As a product designer, I make one drawing on a drawing board. It got produced in a million counting, not just one piece. So why can't we, instead of keep making this new stuff, throwing into the landfill? In the environment, everything is being recycled. For example, a leaf grows from a tree, it falls into the soil, it got absorbed and absorbed back to the tree. The whole process, there's no waste. Why can we human can't do that? And when we look at the landfill, every single piece of solid waste is a product being produced by a product designer. And especially for the plastic part, it takes very long time to sit in the landfill for them to decompose. Imagine, today I draw a plastic product being brought to the market, and after they being disposed, they can take a very long time to decompose. And today I draw a toothbrush. It could be end up in my grandchildren park. They can trap over on a beach or somewhat. The idea is quite astonishing. But every single day, we Hong Kong people are throwing away 13,000 tons of solid waste. How much is that actually? Every 3 months, we have a whole pile of the size equal to an IFC building of solid waste. It is a great number, but it's not something as a Hong Konger we can be proud of. So, same questions. So this thinking, after I stopped working for that company, I start questioning, instead of keep making these products, we can actually do something else, and which is upcycling. Upcycling is different from recycling. Recycling, we normally talk about the metal, the paper, the plastic, but basically we collect this material, we divide it into different types, and we shatter it, put it back to the machine, and mold it into something else. But in the process, it takes a lot of energy, it takes a lot of resources to do this. But upcycling is to try to keep the waste material as it is, to use the element that the waste itself and transform it into something else. For example, the carpet we collect from the exhibition center, each week they have a different exhibition, but they often have different cutout of different colors, different size. Every week they have throwing away a lot of this carpet. And most part of it haven't even been stepped on. So we collect the clean and some of them never been used carpet, because the carpet actually is a felt material. It has thickness, so when we put a few layers on it, it provides protection for your gadgets. So we make computer bags out of it. Wallpaper booklets. Wallpaper companies sell their wallpaper in little booklets, and they have different collection like fashions. But very oftenly they got outdated, and a lot of these booklets will be thrown away. But the wallpaper itself is a very colorful material with a very interesting texture, and yet they are waterproof. So it makes very nice wallet. So these products are stuff that you can buy in the market right now. But to explain better of how I work, I'll bring up the first upcycling product I've done. This is a boom bottle. It is a portable speaker that built into a plastic container. The plastic bottle itself is very rugged, but yet it is very lightweight. So using the big volume inside, it makes a good speaker enclosure. It powers with either USB or battery. You can plug in your media player and play music with it. It had all kinds of features. You can see the cap. Initially, it was is a turning action, so we transform it into volume control. It even have a handle with it, so you can take it out. Because the plastic itself is translucent, we put a LED inside, so when you're playing music at night, you have a little glow-in-the-dark effect. So we try to use every single element of the bottle itself. But upcycling is not a new idea that I started. But the whole idea is to get this product being mass production. And having this being mass produced, we can really use this waste in a bigger volume. So we have to work with different organizations because the waste we collect have to be very unified. And because imagine if each bottle comes in different size, we can't do a manufacturing process with it. The bottle we collect from Cheung, which is not far from here. There's an eco park near Longgutan, and there's a plastic recycling facility inside. They collect bottles with different organizations, restaurant, hospital, so we can collect very even bottle from them. The side pocket is made with the carpet collect from the Hong Kong TEDx in Wan Chai. And because all the waste we use collect locally in Hong Kong, it doesn't make sense like a normal product to ship this waste back to, for example, Shenzhen, get it made and ship it back. So we try to find with Hong Kong craftsmen to get this product produced. But as you may know, we have already, all the factories in Hong Kong have been shipped to northern in China. So we don't have any factory in Hong Kong anymore. But we end up finding a lot of shelter workshops still in Hong Kong. This shelter workshop basically places for people with disability to go there and work. For the past few dozen of years, what they do is like folding paper, doing envelope, and very not marketable work that they are doing. And normal people like us think they are disabled. But we started to work with the NGOs, then we found out these people are actually quite capable. We during the process, we developed different helping tools for them to assemble products. And for now, all of my products are being produced by them. And in a rate that even they make it even faster than I do it myself. So one boom bottle use 500 grams of waste material, and it employed around 6 people with disability. The numbers sounds non-significant, but the whole idea is not just me going to collect some waste material and we can save the landfill. It doesn't work that way. As a product would have sound and it have lights, when people buy it, they use it. Very oftenly, it attracts people. So the whole idea is to, by selling this upcycling product, the story is not just being told by me, it's being told by our customer, which oftenly is much more powerful than they are hearing by me or someone else, rather than someone they know. So it's very important is to selling not just the product, but the story behind. Speaking of story, ever since we started this project since 2011, a lot of media attract them to start talking about what's upcycling, and really we can really see the people in Hong Kong start to recognize it. Like some of you guys have raised your hand knowing what upcycling. A few years back then, no one knows what upcycling is about. And other than media, I also organize different workshops in different places to teach adult or children or students try to use their own hand to make something with waste material as a first-hand experience. And also, I've been exporting the waste I collect in Hong Kong into different places to have exhibit. And like I say, the idea of mass productions of this upcycling is very new, even in European country. People often see maybe art piece or a limited edition of products of upcycling product being produced by big brand or big designer, but it never been in a places that being very approachable and selling at approachable prices. So it really attract a lot of attentions around the world. But as a product designer, the main things that keep me going and really keep me appreciate what the crowd is giving me is I have a lot of lovely customer that they really love the idea and really promoting it for me. So actually, they are doing the hard work for me. So again, today is a great pleasure of having me to telling my story to you. Hopefully, after you know it, you will spread it for me, and likewise, having these ideas worth spreading. So thank you very much.